heading out to the local track. First ride from AC separation, and first ride on the 2025 YZ250. Got a little bit of a late start today. It's fucking 12:51. Thankfully, it's only like a 15-minute drive. This is my first ride back. I'm kind of excited, kind of nervous. Bike sat in my living room for like 2 or 3 months while I was in a sling and couldn't do anything. I got cleared 2 weeks ago. Got back in the gym the following week after being, no, 3 weeks ago. I got cleared 3 weeks ago. Got back in the gym the following week because I think I went on a Monday, or no, on a Thursday. Got back in the gym on a Monday, started kind of working out my arm because I can only lift like 10 pounds. Kind of struggle to lift some things, like a gallon of milk sometimes. It's been since like September 28th was the day I wrecked and separated my shoulder. It's unfortunate, but shit happens. 2 years, 2 major surgeries, you know, one on my leg and one on my shoulder. Definitely think the leg break was less painful after surgery. It was more painful pre-surgery, less painful post-surgery. Shoulder separation was definitely less painful pre-surgery, and then post-surgery sucked dick. Couldn't really move my neck, kind of hurt to get up, kind of hurt to do anything. It's actually funny because I had the same gear set I'm gonna wear today as the same one I wrecked in, so it's kind of bad juju, I think. Their set's also ripped up too from a wreck I had a few weeks prior, and domed my shit, lost traction off the takeoff, came up just a hair short and got thrown forward and landed right on my noggin, and I was a little confused for a few hours. Probably should buy a new helmet, but we broke and we can't afford one. So I kind of nervous, kind of excited. Definitely excited, but nervous because I haven't been on a bike, and last time I was on one I ended up taking a fucking trip to the hospital, and this guy was gonna pass his car and almost hit somebody head on. Craziest shit ever. But yeah, I'm ready for it. Been in the gym, getting the gains. Now I can do like 2 pull-ups. Now I can do like 6 pull-ups. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We're all alone today. It's kind of a bummer, but you know, it is what it is. We're also going to the track I wrecked at. Fun fact for you. I can actually tell you where I wrecked and then where I ended up, like, when I stopped sliding and shit. It was gnarly. And what's funny is, like, I wish I got it on video because I had thought about bringing like my GoPro, which is unfortunately what I'm filming on because I actually don't have anything to hold up a camera in here, so I'm holding it with one arm and driving. But yeah, I had thought about bringing my GoPro, and my chin mount had like came off or whatever, and the way like my body is built, like the way my torso is built and the way my chest protector is, wearing the chest mount for the GoPro, it kind of like, I can angle it up as high as it possibly can go, and it'll still be like pointed downward. I went ahead and bought a chin mount, or well, my old lady got me one for my birthday. It came off the sticker. I guess I put it on upside down, so the sticker residue off. So I grabbed some super glue and just super glued it on there, and it works. So made all these plans to bring my GoPro that day, and I forgot the chin mount was fucked up and left my GoPro at home. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna be out here long. Got a race tomorrow. And unfortunately the race didn't happen because, like I said, helicopter through the air. It's kind of it's a bummer because I was feeling really good. So back in 2023, I wrecked in April. Yeah, April of 2023. Broke my tibia, my fibula. I think I said those right. I get them mixed up. I call it a tibula, whatever. But yeah, I broke my fib. I detached my talus from my foot, and then I also broke my foot, and then I also let me just switch hands real quick. Broke my pinky, so like I can't straighten it out anymore, and had to have plates and screws put in my lower leg. And all I did was I just endoed like a triple into a rock pile, endoed and overjumped a triple, and then got thrown into like this little rock pile that's kind of like the exit out. It was like just straight rocks, no dirt really. That's where I ended up. I army crawled off the track a little bit. I thought I was fine, but I'm probably gonna edit in some cool pictures of what my leg looked like. Probably blur out like some of the blood and shit. because I did bleed a lot out of my hands. I also bled out my mouth. Like I bit both sides of my cheek and my tongue. Got to that, I drive an hour and a half to the local hospital. Local hospitals, you know, they have their good days and their bad days, but this one was just a shitty one. My mom freaked the fuck out and had them do like full body x-rays and shit of my chest, and I was complaining about my jaw hurting because like I hit my head right on the handlebars, and like I couldn't really like talk. They didn't say anything about it. They didn't say anything about it, so it hurt to like eat for like a few weeks and hurt to talk. It kind of hurt to do a lot. And then September of 2024, helicoptered through the air and separated my shoulder. So yeah, we was paid to get in. I sat there talking to the owner of the track, and damn, gate's locked, motherfucker. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, I was sat there for a minute talking to the owner of the local track. Good family friend, known him my whole life. Actually, when I was younger, we rented a house out here, and that's kind of how I got into riding dirt bikes and racing on my little PW50 back when I was like two or three or four. I don't really remember how old I was, but I asked one of the dudes that rides out here and was out there the day I wrecked, like what exactly happened, because like I never actually got around to it. And he was like, yeah, well, I witnessed the whole thing. And I was like, oh, bet, you know, what happened? And he was like, yeah, you just kind of, basically, I came out the corner, Aston started sliding, and I high-sided, and high-sided, got thrown off the bike, and landed right on my shoulder. And then I guess the bike landed on top of me, too. I don't remember that, because I remember kind of, like, looking, like, remember like bits and pieces of it. Like I remember flying through the air and I saw him running towards me, hit the image of me on the screen of like what my shoulder looked like and shit. And yeah, he was like, I ran over there and threw your bike off of you. And he's like, I threw your bike off of you, and yeah, you got up. And I was like, oh, you know, that's wild as fuck, because like I don't remember it happening like that. I do remember like getting ejected off the bike, and then you know, getting up, and like once I like realized what like just happened, kind of like my broken leg, once I realized what happened, I was like, well, fuck, all right. And yeah, so I guess the bike landed on me. That makes 2 times the bikes landed on me from a wreck in a matter of like 3 weeks, because the one where I hit my head and I was kind of dazed and confused for a little while, the bike was landed on top of me too, and I was able to get my leg out from under it. And yeah, there's a lot of people out here today. Got done at the track, had to stop at the gas station, but yeah, brought my GoPro out. You know, I was like, cool, I'm gonna get some clips of me riding. And yeah, some dumbass didn't wait for the super glue to dry before they put their helmet in the helmet bag, and yeah, it came off, so I gotta clean the helmet and re-super glue the chin mount. Yeah, it felt good. Like my honest thoughts on like the 25 is a little, like the 250 compared to my 450, like I don't know, I like the 250 more. It's more controllable. It's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I can do the same thing I can do on my 450. Kind of bogs a little bit, not used to that. A little louder than I expected. I'm gonna have to wear earplugs from here on out, so it made my ear ring a little bit. So me hitting some corners wasn't a whole lot. Yeah, I kind of tried to jump a little bit, kind of see how my shoulder would feel. Like, it hurt a little bit. A couple times, like my arm wanted to pop off. It's definitely gonna take some getting used to, because I'm used to just being able to get on the gas, you know, and lob over a jump. I don't know, I feel more planted though. Like I feel more planted whenever I'm riding. It feels nicer. lot smoother. Suspension's like still a little stiff for my liking, but the guys over at Yamaha said, you know, I could bring it by whenever I get it broke in a little bit and after a couple rides. It feels nice like in the corners, like I'm able to stay on the gas more and I'm able to get on the gas harder. Yeah, it's just a little stiff on like the braking bumps out there. There wasn't a whole lot. Can't even really call them braking bumps, more like just chatter. They're spaced out a little bit, so I was just like kind of like da-da-da-da. But still a little stiff compared to like my 450, but it's also could be because like I never got my suspension set on that thing and never actually got it redone or anything, so it was super soft. My throat's a little sore because it's currently 41 degrees and we were only out there for like 2 hours. Unload this bitch and wash it and load it back up and take it over to my grandpa. Stuff for like the truck so I can film like while driving and I don't actually have to hold it. And then I already got super glue at home so I can redo that helmet. And then hopefully next weekend, provided I'm off, I can go ride. I'll probably ride even before I had to go to work or anything like that.
Soundstripe.
Got no tread on these shoes. Not jet shoes. Smells really good out here, actually. That Mexican restaurant. I meant to go get some.
Soundstripe.
Can't forget the butt plug. All right, we're gonna go ahead and wash this. Look at all the ice, snowed. Well, not too bad, not too bad. A little dirty, but yeah. I'll pick the camera back up whenever I get done washing the bike. That way you don't get a little wet. Just like that, we're done washing the bike. I'm gonna take it over to my grandpa's who lives like 5 minutes from here. Traffic's gonna be so bad, oh my God. No, it's not gonna be too bad. Hopefully the GoPro stays right there. I don't think it will. Gave it that factory cleaning. Had that bike laid over. There goes my gas can. Also cleaned my boots too, cause oh no, music. They was a little muddy. Kind of like it a little more than my 450. There are things about my 450 I'm gonna miss, just like, you know, it was just like the first big bike I ever got. Backstory, I started riding when I was like, I had a PW50 when I was younger, and then life happened about 16. When I was 16, I bought a Honda 150R. It's really nice. Like, I probably throw a picture up of it. It was nice, had a full FMF, you know, pipe, things like that. Suspension was done. It was good for me. Like, you know, I was still a little shorter. Like, I was only I was probably like 5 foot. I didn't hit like a growth spurt or anything until I was like 17, 18. It lasted me a while, and then like once I started, you know, COVID happened, things like that, I stopped riding. Actually, after I graduated high school, I stopped riding, and you know, I just kind of did other shit with my life, I guess. And yeah, got back into it when I was 19. I was wanting to go, like, you know, I wanted to go ride. Took that 150 out, and at that time I was 5'11", 250 pounds, and I was like, it's just not gonna work. Like, my knees are hitting the handlebars. Posted on Facebook Marketplace, a couple bites. A kid from up north was like, hey, you know, I'm gonna come look at it. I was like, okay, well, so I went to Yamaha. I was like, could they get me like a bike? And it was either my 450, which was a 2020. I got it in 2021. It was brand new though, like had never been rode. They had just actually got it from another dealership. So it was between that or a 2017 KTM 250 with like, it had some parts on it, whatever. me and my grandpa and my mom talked for a little bit, and we were like, well, 450, I'll never outgrow it. It'll be more than enough bike the rest of my life, whatever. Pulled the trigger on it, and but yeah, so that's how I got the 450, and then I rode that up until I had my wreck in 2024, which is like September 28th, and I love that thing. It was fun, it was great. It was a learning curve from a super mini. It's the bike I learned how to really get big air. First time I ever threw a whip was on that bike. It was more like sentimental memories. My first big crash was on that bike. My first wreck in general was on that bike. And yeah, so I just made the decision. I felt like a 250 would fit better, because I like to race. I grew up wanting to do it my whole life, so I had to watch from the outside. So I like racing. I'm really competitive too, and that's my issue. It's how I ended up breaking my leg. I was trying to make a pass from first, and we're here. We're gonna unload the bike and say hey to my grandpa and probably dip and go home for a minute. I'm probably not gonna video me unloading the bike because there's a lot of people here and I got social anxiety. So I didn't film anything really at the car wash because the car pulled up. All right, we just left my grandpa's, unloaded the bike and everything. Sat there and talked to him about my impressions on it and kind of the things I kind of was expecting from riding a 250, coming from a 450, expecting it to hit a certain way.